Here's your daily Premier League roundup and transfer window update with me, Harry Scarfe, football writer, football content creator and YouTuber. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you, Chris Callan, for this opportunity. If you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. If you're unfamiliar with how it works, first part of the video is headline, second part of the video is dissecting them. So let's get straight into it. Sky Sports News firstly reports there's now a growing feeling that Benjamin Sesko wants to join Manchester United over Newcastle. Sky Sports report that Manchester United now advancing in talks with RB Leipzig over the signing of striker Benjamin Sesko. There is no full agreement yet, but discussions are understood to be heading in a positive direction. Sky Sports News report the Newcastle striker Alexander Isak was instructed to train on his own and away from the first team squad on Wednesday. Next, Sky Sports News report that Everton have approached Manchester City over a possible deal to sign Jack Grealish. Everton signed Kieran Dewsbury-Hall from Chelsea. Several sources, including Sky Sports News, report that the fee is £25 million, which also could go up to £29 million with add-ons. Next, Sky Sports News report that Burnley have agreed a permanent deal with Newcastle for goalkeeper Martin Dubravka. Sky Sports News report Newcastle are interested in AC Milan defender Malik Thor. Sky Sports News report that Ipswich Town have rejected a bid from Nottingham Forest worth £35 million for Ipswich Town's winger Amari Hutchinson. Next, Southampton have completed the signing of Mark Guehi from Chelsea on a season-long loan. LAFC signed Heung-min Son from Spurs. Several sources report that the fee is £20 million. Brighton's chief executive and deputy chair Paul Barber says that Manchester United have not been in touch about Carlos Baleba. Sky Sports report that the full agreement is in place between Benjamin Sesko and Manchester United. He is ready to sign a contract running until at least 2030 of both Man United and Newcastle. Manchester United are pushing to close the deal in the next hours. Sky Sports report that Manchester United and RB Leipzig are now in concrete negotiations over Benjamin Sesko now. An agreement is expected very soon, as previously revealed. Man United have already increased their fixed offer to €80 million. Total agreement between Sesko and Manchester United is done. Contract until at least 2030. Sesko waited to travel for his medical. Sky Sports report there's a full agreement between Burnley and Newcastle United on a deal for Martin Dubravka medical soon. Sky Sports report that Newcastle have reached a verbal agreement with Malik Thor on a contract until 2029. Negotiations between the clubs are ongoing, but Massimiliano Allegri is keen to keep in the latest offer at €30 million by Leverkusen and monitoring the situation. Sky Sports News report that Harvey Elliott and RB Leipzig are already in advanced talks over personal terms. Leipzig want him. Concrete negotiations between the clubs are expected to follow once a verbal agreement is in place. It will be a loan with an option, obligation or permanent deal that's still unknown and open. Elliott, though, is keen on joining Leipzig. David Orsi reports that Manchester United are closing in on to sign Benjamin Sesko for an RB Leipzig. Leipzig have accepted an €82.5 million bid plus €2.5 million bid from Newcastle United. The 22-year-old striker, though, wants Manchester United. No club-to-club agreement yet, but advancing towards a conclusion. David Orsi reports that Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia reached an agreement in principle with Liverpool to sign striker Darwin Núñez. €53 million add-ons in place verbally. Liverpool striker indicating willingness to accept. The steps need to finalise, but it would be a big recruit for Al Hilal. David Orsi reports that Everton open talks with Manchester City over a potential move to sign Jack Grealish. Everton's approach for the 29-year-old Manchester City winger is based on a season-long loan only. It's a complicated deal, not guaranteed to materialise, but discussions are happening over Grealish. David Orsi reports that Manchester United contact Brighton via intermediaries to explore conditions of a deal for Carlos Baleba. Brighton do not plan to sell this summer, and all sides are aware the move may be unrealistic. Man United are keen and should know in the coming days whether it's feasible and plausible or not. David Orsi reported again on that bid from Amari Hutchinson, saying that Ipswich Town did reject from Nottingham Forest to sign Amari Hutchinson. The Forest proposal for the 21-year-old attacking midfielder was £35 million. Talks ongoing. If Ipswich Town were to sell the England under-21s, it would take a higher fee, and also the Brentford interest remains to be there. Fabrizio Romano reports that Al Hilal are close to getting Darwin Núñez deal done after verbal agreement in place with Liverpool. Club-to-club agreement is done with Al Hilal. They're in talks with Darwin Núñez personally over personal terms. Decision up to Núñez, but talks underway. Inzaghi, the manager, wants him. Fabrizio Romano reports that Chelsea will offer a new deal to defender Marc Cucurella and talks will advance soon. Cucurella is happy at Chelsea and the club are happy with Cucurella. He's happy at staying despite links with Al Nassr. Fabrizio Romano reports that Benjamin Sesko has reached a total agreement now with Manchester United on personal terms, contract until June 2030. Sesko wants to join Manchester United. Clear feeling revealed, never gave similar indication to other clubs, including Newcastle. Club-to-club talks with RB Leipzig continue. Next, Fabrizio Romano reports that Sunderland agree a new deal for Eliza Malida, which is set to be signed very soon and will be valid until June 2030. Despite interest in several clubs, Maeda only wants to stay at Sunderland. Fabrizio Romano says the agreement with Darwin Núñez with Liverpool is 100% done. Understand initial fee will be €53 million plus add-ons to bring the package higher. Talks with Darwin Núñez ongoing to get the green light on personal terms. Fabrizio Romano reports that Manchester United and RB Leipzig are in direct talks again to adjust fee package and add-ons and are trying to get it done as soon as possible. This follows Sesko's decision to join Manchester United with personal terms also agreed. Sesko will train separately until the deal is done and is ready to fly. Next, Fabrizio Romano reports that AC Milan manager Max Allegri doesn't want Malik Fall to leave this summer after an excellent impact in pre-season. Milan want to keep their defender unless he'll receive a bid completely out of the market value. Fabrizio Romano reports that Manchester City's midfielder Mateo Kovacic has received approach from Saudi Pro League clubs in recent weeks, but he's focused on staying at Manchester City. Man City management and staff have also been keeping Kovacic as a key part of Pep Guardiola's squad. Fabrizio Romano reports that Man City and Watford agree a season-long loan deal for 20-year-old defender Max Line. Max will sign a new deal at Manchester City in the next 12 to 24 hours, then complete a Watford move, deal agreed in principle. Fabrizio Romano reports that during talks today, Everton have asked Man City for Jack Grealish to join on a straight loan. No discussions about buy option. Everton willing to cover part of the salary, but talks still an early stage. Grealish camp also approached. More clubs are keen and want to be informed. Fabrizio Romano reports that Manchester United approached Carlos Balíber's camp this week to be informed on the player's situation. Brighton plans to keep Balíber at the club, but the price tag will be very high. It's seen as a difficult deal. Man United plan to get a new midfielder after Sesko deal this summer. It's official, Leslie Uguachara joins Burnley. Several sources, including Fabrizio Romano, report the deal is in excess of £20 million, joining from Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano reports that Liverpool consider Bradley Brackler as a world-class player, but no bid or talks at this stage. Their focus remains on Alexander Isak. PSG want to keep Brackler and offer him a new deal. Al Khalifa, Luis Campos, who signed him, and Luis Enrique are all aligned. Fabrizio Romano says that Chelsea received a total fee of around £55 million from two separate deals valued £20 million for Broja and £25 million for Leslie Uguachara. This comes after Leslie Uguachara and Emmanuel Broja have both completed permanent moves to Burnley. Fabrizio Romano reports that Carlos Balíber didn't close doors to his Manchester United move after direct contacts with his camp. Man United believe agreeing a deal with Balíber terms won't be an issue, but club-to-club deal considered very difficult on the other hand. Brighton want to keep Balíber this summer and won't make it easy. And last but not least, Fabrizio Romano reports Darwin Núñez to Al Hilal. Here we go. Verbal agreement has been completed between all parties. €53 million plus add-ons to Liverpool. 3-year deal for Darwin Núñez. Núñez said yes, and Zalgate only wanted him. He's got his medical next. Exclusive story confirmed. Those are your headlines, and there's a lot in the last 24 hours. We just, again, as always, pick out the key ones because there's been an awful lot of news. So Benjamin Sesko looks like he's chosen Manchester United. I wouldn't discount Newcastle from it, but it appears like he's going to go to Manchester United. This is the move. Several swings and roundabouts. Looks like he's chosen Man United. Man United up their proposal. So it could be really scary. I mean, already signed Cunha and Burmo as well. So that's interesting. Alexander Isak seems increasingly likely to leave Newcastle as well. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Jack Grealish, potential move to Everton. I think that's Everton going for other targets rather than Tyler Diblin, maybe moving away from him, but I could be wrong with that. I think that'd be a really good bit of business. The wage, I think that would be the problem for Everton. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, good signing for Everton. A lot of this is about Everton, they're getting business done. Burnley agreed to do with Martin de Bradka. I think it's a bit of an ambitious signing compared to James Trafford, but I suppose a sensible one with Premier League experience. So I'm not going to criticise it. I think it's better than getting a goalkeeper in abroad that takes a year to adjust to the Premier League. It was a challenge rejected a bid for Murray Hutchinson. I mean, £35 million is a lot of money, but I reckon if you get 40-45 million, that Ipswich Town might at least consider that. Son officially left the Premier League, a Premier League icon for my club, Tottenham as well, just an absolute legend, so just sad to see him go. What else have we got here? Malik Thor, that'd be a big move for Newcastle, because that's getting closer, 30 million euros. Elliott as well, possibility he could go to RB Leipzig. I can see that happening. First team football, I think he needs and deserves that for his career. Darwin Núñez get very close to that Saudi move, and he'd be at Liverpool right to the very end. So that's a big move here. Liverpool getting a lot of cash too, so a good deal I think for all parties. Carlos Believers one to watch, because it seems like a complicated deal, because Brighton would want a lot of money, really good talent. But if Man United could get that over the line, it could be all something scary next year. They would not. Quite a special team. Marco Corella will stay at Chelsea. I think he's a very annoying player, but he's a decent defender. I don't know whether he should be the number one starting left back or not, but still very decent. Kovacic to stay at City. They can really value his experience, and that's what's needed. I don't think he's one of the players that passed it. They need to move on. Double signing from Burnley from Chelsea. A bit of a feeder club here. Getting quite a lot, 55 million. Burnley spending to Chelsea, Ugo Chara and Broya. I think Chelsea have got the better deal out of both of them. But yeah, that's your daily Premier League news update, transfer window roundup. If you like with your headlines in the last 24 hours, please follow me at HarryScarfe32 across all socials to support my own work. Also my YouTube channel, Harry Scarfe. But thank you, Chris Cullen, for this opportunity. I'm proud regular here, Chris Cullen's channel. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.